A couple of terms you need to understand are your plant leg and your swing leg. Now your plant leg is the leg that you push off from, your swing leg is the leg that you swing backwards. Pretty simple. So let's get started with our first method. This is a really common method of learning B-twist. If you don't have much experience, then all of these drills are pretty easy to learn, so you can start from pretty much nothing and get yourself a B-twist this way. The first thing we're going to do is a standing 360 jump. This is just a vertical 360 jump, nice and simple. Feet together, bring your arms over to the side of your body. So if you cartwheel to your left, then you should do your butterfly kicks to your left. So you're going to do this twist to your left. And if you do it to the right, you're going to do all of that to the right. So bring your arms over to the side of your body in the opposite direction to the way you're spinning. Look in front of you and try and keep looking in front of you as you jump. And then as you're leaving the ground, look over your shoulder, pull your arms in, and you're going to do one spin. Try and keep your eyes open and try and see that same spot you were looking at taking off. It's not too complicated, I'm not going to go into that too much. Once you can do that comfortably, we're going to try and do a 540 spin, which is a spin and a half. So you're going to do the exact same thing, just after you see the position you were looking at when you took off, you're going to turn your hips, keep turning your head, and you're going to do another half twist. A couple of things to think about if it feels awkward are making sure that you engage your core and making sure you're using those arms, and make sure you don't look down, as that's going to throw you off balance. Try and keep your head up and just look over your shoulder as you're turning. If you've never done this before, it might feel really alien and weird at first, but just put the reps in, do it a bunch of times, it will get easy, it won't take too long. The next step is learning a vert B-twist. So we're gonna start to add little elements of our B-kick in, but it's still gonna pretty much be the same thing that you were doing. So start by standing with your legs just over shoulder width apart, bring your arms over, away from the direction you're twisting, and you're gonna swing your arms all the way round as far as you can. You want to get so far around that you can see this spot just after you take off, as from there it's just going to feel like your 360 spin. To start with, just do this taking off 2 feet. When it's comfortable, try to allow your back leg to come up just a little bit off the ground, so you're just pushing off one leg, as this is going to be even more like a B-twist. When you're trying to make this into more of a legit B-twist, then there's 2 really important things to change. So you're going to do the same thing starting out with your arms, bring them over to this side of your body, but instead of just swinging them across and pulling them in, you're going to dip down just like you would in a butterfly kick and swing all the way around. And you want to try and take off in this position. Now the big difference here is that as I'm taking off, my head and chest is much lower. I'm going to lift them up, but I'm not going to be like this, and that's going to force me to flip. The other big thing that's going to make you flip is what your back leg does, and by having your head and chest lower, you can get your back leg higher, because you can't get it as high if you're standing up straight. Those are the main things you're going to change. Make sure you've done the prerequisites loads of times, and then you'll feel comfortable enough to make these changes. You don't have to dive all the way in, you can do every stage in between. You can just bring your head to here. So it's kind of in between. It's not completely upright and it's not down here. And that's going to make you flip a little bit more, lift your leg a little bit more every time, and just build it up. Make sure you're comfortable the whole time until you get it. You don't want to be falling down, as when you're falling, then you're not drilling the sensation of doing a B-twist. You're drilling falling down. You can use this drill to help you get used to the sensation of a B-twist, as it will teach you the feeling of pulling your plant leg over your swing leg. This is pretty much what you're going to be doing in the air. So when you're practicing this drill, stand with your plant leg in front, try to lean forwards, and then pull both arms in and drive that plant leg over the swing leg. To start with, you can do this pretty upright, but if you can get to a point where you're doing it leaning forwards, then that's going to mimic the sensation of a B-twist more, so it's going to feel more like the actual trick. Maybe try and do this drill 10 times every day, even when you're not training, and then in a week's time, you're going to have so much more awareness, you're going to be so much more used to doing that twist, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to get your butterfly twist. If you're able to get horizontal but you struggle to just get round to your feet, then keep watching the video as I'm going to give you more tips about the technique and about the step into it that will make it a lot easier to land.